Yes, and finally we're live. Sorry if you just sat around there watching me fiddle around with stuff, guys. I don't know what was happening there, but yeah, a couple of minutes late, guys. Good to see you all, and I hope you're well. I think you're. I think a lot of the Rangers fans are pretty happy. Probably still on cloud nine from Thursday night. What a night that was! Unbelievably. I think I watched that BT Sport clip, the 10-minute clip, about 50 times over the last 2 or 3 days. Just still sinking into this day. I think I woke up the next morning, still didn't believe it. Woke up the next day, still didn't believe it. So mental stuff there from Rangers. But look, attention turns now to the league division. Nothing really in it for Rangers, to be perfectly honest. And if I'm really honest, this is a time now to get rid of, I suppose, just play some games. Surprise some of the players that are starting that they are. I wouldn't be risking Tavernier at all. Tavernier now would be in cotton wool until the Europa League final, because I think he's Rangers' main player for getting success against Frankfurt. Rangers fans, have a little look down there as well. 1-0 Borussia Mönchengladbach down there against Frankfurt as well. So look, I'm sure you're going to be keeping an eye on some of the Frankfurt scores coming up. But look, today, really, Celtic can win the league if Rangers don't win. Look, at the end of the day, it's going to happen. At some point, Celtic are going to win the league title. It's just a matter of time, really. There was maybe a little bit of a sniff yesterday. Hearts took the lead. But apart from that, look, Celtic are going to win the league, whether Rangers win, lose or draw today. But it's not about that. I don't think the Rangers fans even give a crap anymore in terms of the league title. I know it sounds fairly bitter to say, but look, come on, Europa League final, those sort of things don't come around that often. So Rangers most certainly going to be going for this European trophy. I still can't believe that they're going to Seville. I still can't believe I'm going to Seville. I've booked I'm going out to on the Monday, get back on the Friday. Made things work. Although my brother, if for long-term viewers remember, my brother, he ended up bailing on the trip because he couldn't get time off work. So I've got actually a spare plane ticket if anyone wants to buy it. It's from London to Malaga on the Monday, and then the flight back to Malaga to London. I don't want profit on the flight. I just want whatever. I just want what I paid for it, which was £150 for the return. So a pretty bargain price considering the remainder of the people. Like there's people in groups selling the tickets for £300-400 for like stopping off. These are straight flights to Spain. So yeah, guys, if you do want those flight tickets or want to inquire about those flight tickets, give me a message on Instagram. It's DanPWD, DANPWD. Message me on there. And then I'll sort it out. As I say, I would just try and, as I say, because you're probably going to have to change the name as well, which would probably be an additional £40. But yeah, I mean, if someone wants to go to Seville, the flight leaves London on London Gatwick on Monday, gets back on Friday. And I mean, if you want to come with me, then why not? As I say, I'm probably going out there on my Jack Jones at the moment. Right, anyway, enough about my logistics, guys. Let's turn our heads now to the game here. Guys, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to go through some of the live chat. Let's have a little look. Rangers will win the Europa. German sides can't defend, unfortunately. I'm not set for it's not set in for me yet. We're in the European final. Mental stuff there, mate. Rangers versus Dundee United is not televised. It'll be on Rangers TV. Yeah, Christopher Campbell, you're right there, buddy. What channel game? Guys, it's on Rangers TV. It's on Rangers TV. So you're gonna have to get like a stream or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, it's not on like normal TV. Is what it is, isn't it? Is what it is. Yeah. Remember, I absolutely destroyed Dortmund. Rangers have Celtic to thank for being in the final. We took the burden of competing for the title away, which allowed you to smoke us on the European trophy. Nice one, Penelope. But guys, get your score predictions down there in the old live chat. Subscribe to the channel. Jack Ure says, I want Rangers to win today because they won in the home at Red Bull. Of course, look. It's a great opportunity. To go on and win a league title, win a European trophy. I didn't think in my lifetime I'd be seeing this, unfortunately. Just the way the money has gone these days. You know, sometimes you're thinking, oh, can we get to a final? Can we do this, that, and the other? But look, to get to a final and the fact that I'm going there, it's mental, absolutely mental. But you just want to win it now. You just want to win it now. It's like you get to the final, yeah, it's good, but you don't get anything for finishing runners up. Like all of the perks comes from one game. One game can change Rangers' whole future, 5-6 years. This win of the Europa League triggers a £90 million windfall. And if you lose, well, it triggers absolutely nothing. Well, I mean, you probably get 5 million quid or whatever, which is cool, I suppose. But, I mean, winning that one game, you qualify into the Super Cup. My goodness me, what an opportunity there as well to win another European trophy. That probably will be against Liverpool or Real Madrid. And then the group stage of the Champions League, going in that's pot one. We've seen how Villarreal did this year, going into pot one, avoiding all the big teams. So you'll get a favourable Champions League group as well. I mean, it's still going to be difficult, but going into the Champions League, not in the muck. You know, as Scottish sides, we're always used to going into the muck at pot four, where you go into groups of deaths, making up the numbers sort of thing. But you go into pot one, and then all of a sudden you have a real good chance of getting to the round of 16, which is another £16 million on top of that. So the amount of money that could come Rangers' way from just winning one more game, one more match, just one more match, is astronomical. But Rangers don't have a really good record in European finals. This is the fifth one. They've lost 3, won 1. But, I mean, I'm a bit of a superstitious guy, you know. Rangers last one there won on the 100th year anniversary in Spain. And now it's the 150th year anniversary. You know, Walter Smith died this year. I don't want to sound like a guy too sentimental, but, you know, Jimmy Baird as well. And I don't know, sometimes you just think the spirit there, 150th year anniversary as well. Could it be? I don't know. But one game away there for Rangers anyway is absolutely mental. And I really do hope I do it. Let's have a little look at Total Scottish Football. Good to see you 2-0. Dan Schalke actually promoted to the Bundesliga. Thoughts on the promotion to there? Well, look, Schalke, I mean, I'll touch on Schalke quickly. Schalke are a Bundesliga side. I mean, I think they were in the Champions League a few years ago. So, yeah, they're a fantastic player. Fantastic team. Club, really. But they've just obviously been on the downfall the last couple of years. But good to see them back in the Bundesliga. The thing with the Bundesliga, it's so open from 2nd to 18th that you can have a crappy season, or you can get promoted and finish second that next year. It's just no one finishes first. It's actually a really good league from 2nd to 18th, but yeah, Bayern kind of ruin it. What else have we got in here? Oh yeah, let's go through the team lineup. So I'm just chatting pure crap on here at the moment. I've been talking about the European final. But yeah, let's have a little look through. I think Frankfurt, as I said, they're still winning that game. Mönchengladbach winning that game. Frankfurt probably hungover. Will Rangers be the same here today? But anyway, let's go through the team lineups. The lineup is as follows. It is a change team. McLaughlin in goal, Tavernier, Goldson, Sands, Barisic at the back. Or sorry, should I say Tavernier, Goldson, King, Barisic at the back. Good to see King getting a start. Davis and James Sands there in the midfield with Arfield, who just signed a new contract yesterday. Aaron Ramsey, Scott Wright and Sakala. As for Dundee United, Siegrist in goal, Graham, Edwards, Nilsson. In the midfield is Spall, Leavitt, Mulgrew, Cudjoe, Smith. And then up top is Meekson and Tony Watt. As for the substitutes for Rangers, you've got Bassey there, you've got Devine, Kamara, Alex Lowry, who also signed a new contract recently, Amad Diallo, Charlie McCann, Ryan Kent, and yeah, there we go. Roof still not in the team yet. Roof is still not in that team yet. Mental. 282 people in here. Big shout out to you all, guys. Please do smash the old like button, subscribe, and all that good stuff. As I say, we're on our way to 16,000 subscribers. So I'm really, really looking forward to getting to the old 16. That'd be fantastic. 2 secs. Cheers, creating wealth together. Thank you for tuning in. 2 seconds. Will now. Yeah, anyway, guys, as I say, kickoff is about to get underway here at Ibrox for the the last home game of the season's during the week. But I think they're doing this sort of lap of honour today as the last sort of home game. Obviously, I don't know if, because of the kids apparently that they can't make it on the Wednesday night. I don't know about that, but 3 games left to go. Last game of the season is against Hearts at Tynecastle, but yeah, pretty changed side here. I mean, I wouldn't be risking Tavernier. Would you? Would you be risking Tavernier? I wouldn't. I wouldn't be risking Tavernier. I'd wrap him up now. He never gets thingy, but I don't want to lose him for the final. No way. Every Saturday we follow. Gallant Pioneer, man. I bet you've changed your tune recently, have you, buddy? The last time I think I spoke to you, Gallant, you said Gio out. What's your opinion on the guy now? Gallant Pioneer, let me know. Let me know down there in the old live chat. Stevie says, congratulations to Rangers for getting to the final. Why have English players in the Rangers team not been talked about for the England team call-up? Mate, do you know what? I think Tavernier, I think a lot of English people, because I'm English myself, right? A lot of people that I sort of know don't really rate the Scottish game that much, but people are making a case for Tavernier. People want Tavernier into the team. People that I know down in England, as I say, they don't really rate the Scottish games, said, how the hell is Tavernier not in there? And the question is, I don't, the answer is, sorry, I just think he's in an unlucky time to be a right back. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Reece James, Kyle Walker, Kieran Trippier. There's 4 players there who are already a right back for England. So it's really, really hard for Tavernier to get in. I just think he's in the wrong time in history. Although, what I could say is, why not give him a call up? Let him have a little play around, maybe up in the midfield or push him higher and just see how he gets on. He definitely deserves it, especially if he wins the Europa League this year. Man United players who were playing in the Europa League last year, you got to the final, were getting called up. And they have crap players. Maguire, Wan-Bissaka is horrendous. If Wan-Bissaka can get an England call-up, then Tavernier definitely can. Luke Shaw, I mean, he's been toffee as well. So it is what it is there. In terms of the other players that you're going on about, I don't think Goldson's... Actually, Goldson, there could be a case for Goldson. Harry Maguire is dog toffee, so maybe he could. He could probably get a call up there, maybe. But it is what it is. Gallant says, I know, mate, I wanted him out, but that was emotions getting the better of me. We have to give Gio next season. He showed me he's a great tactician with his ability to change a game. Exactly. And that's why I have a lot of faith in this man, Giovanni Van Bronckhorst, because exactly what you just said there. Tactically astute. He's very, very good manager. And I don't want to get Rangers fans' hopes up, but if you have a little look at his managerial record in terms of cup finals, that's going to get you going a bit. 2 KMVB Cups in a division there. Obviously, he won the league with Feyenoord, but 2 KMVB Cups as well with Feyenoord. That's remarkable. 2 and 2, I think 2 and 3 years of getting to the finals. So that's a good final record. Hopefully, he can continue that for the Europa League. Personally, Scottish Cups way back there somewhere. If you told me right now you can only win one final, what are you choosing? Rangers or Europa League or the Scottish Cup? The Scottish Cup's not even in the picture. That's just getting booted. Like, if Rangers can get given, if you got the decision now, give Rangers the Europa League right this second, and then you sacrifice that Scottish Cup, done deal. Yeah, what a come down that is, by the way. Going from a Europa League final and going to the Scottish Cup final. My only worry is we've kicked off here, by the way. Rangers in blue and Dundee United in tangerine. My only problem with Rangers losing in the Europa League final is going to be a come down. Then going to the Scottish Cup, it would probably have a massive knock-on effect. Although winning it, then playing the Scottish Cup 3 days later doesn't help either. So, I mean, if Rangers win the Europa League final, I don't think Rangers fans will actually care about the Scottish Cup 3 days later. Of course, it would be great to win another trophy, but really, if they lose the final, the Scottish Cup final, I don't think people will care that much. Honestly, I don't think it's that much of a problem. Obviously, you want to win trophies, but it's not too much of a problem. But here come Rangers down that right-hand side, ball forward. Here comes Ryan Kent. Oh, sorry, into Ramsey now. Lovely play by Rangers. It's Davo. Davo into the area. Now we're looking to try and find Fashion Sakala there with pace. Oh, keeps it in pretty much, Rangers. And now he's looking to find a chance here for Arfield. He just signed a contract yesterday. Ball into the box. And again, just stopped there by Siegrist. Let's have a little look in here again. Rangers are in their current position because Gerrard, Bro, not Gio. Okay, same question. There you go, Michael. Here's a question for you. So, would Gerrard got Rangers to the Europa League final there with that team? I do not think so. Yes, he's built the team. Yes, he's assembled it. But this makes me think Gio's even better because it's not even his team and he's getting this out of the players. Imagine when he starts buying and signing players that fits his system. Rangers could be even better. When I'm looking at the likes of Dortmund games especially, I don't think Gerrard would have got past that tactically. Some of the changes, if you think back at Ibrox when Dortmund were 2-1 up at half time, Gio just changed everything and then ended up getting that goal. Again, the same with RB Leipzig, tactically amazing last night, and I think Gio doesn't get enough credit. So people taking the shine on saying, oh, it's Gerrard's team. Yeah, Gerrard signed the players, but he lost the 2 opening Europa League games. He got Rangers out of the Champions League at the start of the season. He was sort of stinking the bed out in the Premiership also. You know, Celtic were doing bad at the time, so it never really got that much light shone on it. But Rangers were poor at the start of the season, and especially in Europe. Losing to Malmo was a bad one, and then losing those 2 opening Europa League games was a bad one. Since Gio's came in, European-wise, you can't fault the guy. Yes, domestically, there's some improvement to be had, but Europe, no complaints. Ball forward down this right-hand side now here for Tavernier. Tavernier down the other way. Ball forward, cleared away there by Dundee United. Dylan Black, you right, sir? Ball forward there again. It's Dundee United there in their black jersey. Why are they wearing the tangerine jersey today? Gone out for a corner now there for the Jazz. Good to see Ramsey getting some minutes under his belt. Because all of a sudden, do you know if Ramsey scores the winning goal or assists the winning goal in the Europa League final, all of a sudden, Aaron Ramsey's not a flop, as everybody would go on to say. He just needs to score 1 goal, and that's it. That £2 million that Rangers have paid for him is worth absolutely every penny. And then it would be then looked at as a mastermind. And it would go into Rangers folklore, even though he's not really played that much, and he might not sign again, but if he scored a winning goal in the Europa League final, then all of a sudden no one's talking about is he a flop. They'll be like, oh my goodness me. Sober, yeah, but just about, Mark, just about. Yeah, just about, buddy. But yeah, it is what it is. Good to see Billy Duncan, mate. Hope you're well. West Ham score 3-0 against Norwich. That's a nice one there. Do we know the lineups? Yeah, kind of went through it. It was McLaughlin in goal, Tavernier, King, Goldson still playing. Left back is Barisic. Is it Barisic? Yeah, I think so. Midfield was Stephen Davis. I'm just off the top of my head. Stephen Davis, Arfield, Sands is starting as well. And then up top is Sakala, Scott Wright, and can't remember. I'll find out in a second. It was good to see King. Andy Halliday had really high words for King recently, so. Gio will move to the Prem next season without a doubt, says Merchant. I mean, I don't think so, mate. I don't think so. Again, look, I'm not a deluded person. I know where Rangers are in the pecking order. I know where Celtic are in the pecking order of thing. Yes, huge clubs, not much finances, but I don't think Gio is going to win the Europa League. Well, if he wins the Europa League, let's say. I'm not saying that Rangers have done it because they've not. It's still a long, long way to go. But if Rangers to win the Europa League, he's going to go into Rangers football folklore and all of a sudden becomes... He's done something, again, look, great Walter Smith, great manager, amazing manager, but he's done something that not a lot of Rangers managers can say they've done. Won a European trophy. So I'm not saying he'd go down as the greatest manager of all time, but statistically, technically, maybe he would be for just that one trophy, weirdly enough. Here comes Sakala again. And then, yeah, why would you then go down to Brighton for the season after that? Why wouldn't you go to the European Super Cup, try and win that, and then be in the pot one in the Champions League and give it another go? Or I'm speaking all about this hypothetically. Rangers haven't won it, still a long way to go, but I don't think Gio would leave. Ball forward here again now for Rangers. This is Fashion Sakala. Sakala down that right-hand side. Celtic fans probably tuning in to see if they can win the league title. As things stand, they are champions if the score remains the same. Ball into the box. But some of the Celtic fans I've spoke to today would like Rangers to win today so they can win it at Tannadice on Wednesday. As I said, pretty much won it anyway. They've got the far superior goal difference. So even if they were to lose their last two games, get it title over, Rangers can't get 20-odd goals in a thing, you know. Unless all you see is Dundee United just letting about 15 goals. Here comes Sakala. Sakala down that left-hand side here again. Now here comes Barisic. Barisic forward into the area. Looking to try and find a way into Sakala. And again, blocked there by Dundee United again. So is Kyogo. Both are looking for a way for Celtic. Hearts sold out their Scottish Cup ticket allocation on Friday in 14 minutes. Unbelievable sport Hearts have, I would say. So do Hibs sometimes when they rock up for it. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes they just don't show up for these sort of games. They only show up for the big games, the Hibs fans. But yeah, Hearts, some support. I dropped off my brother-in-law and my sister at Hampden for that the cup semi-final, and Hearts fan mobbed everywhere. Do you have an idea on the state of the Frankfurt squad? I don't know too much about them. Honestly, I always look at their domestic form and I'm thinking, wow, Frankfurt aren't that good, but they've done something to get to a European final. They beat West Ham, they beat Barca. Maybe a luck kind of plays into it a tiny bit. Do I think Frankfurt would have won against West Ham in that second leg if Cresswell didn't get sent off within the 10 minutes? Maybe not. It might have been a different game. The red card did kill the second leg, if I'm being perfectly honest. West Ham were in a similar position to Rangers, where they were just one goal down and had a 90-minute, and Rangers managed to turn it around. So if they didn't get a man sent off, it may have been a bit different. But this team looks pretty good. Here comes Fashion Sakala. Sakala now with an opportunity. Oh, blocked. Good save there by Siegrist. Had to be alert. And just clears it away there. Ramsey on the ball again now here for Rangers. Now Dundee United going the other way. Dundee United forward. This is called in football heritage. According to Jose Mourinho, even he admitted that even Chelsea still uses players from years ago. Gerrard ironed out the kinks and took the losses. This is football heritage. I like that. No, I like Jose. It's mad though that he's in the Conference League final. He loves it. He just loves any final. Him, Jose, man. Conference League. I mean, I don't diminish the Conference League. I'd still want to do well in the Conference League if the team's in it. Still a European competition. Although it's just a prize at stake. It's not like the Champions League that you get for it. It's the group stage. Ball forward here again now for Dundee United. Hitting it over the top. Headed back down there by Tony Watt. Now there's a chance for Dundee United on that left-hand side. Opportunity. Tony Watt not really been that prolific since joining Dundee United from Motherwell. Goals have dried up a bit. I think he's only actually got one goal, if I'm being honest. I can't even remember. I mean, I'm sure a Dundee United fan will correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, I also saw as well, I was like looking for the Europa League or the UEFA Cup winners over the years. And I can see why at the start it used to be a bit of not a diddy competition, but there were some howling winners in there at the day. Nowadays, it's a proper chat. It's almost like a Champions League competition. You know, Chelsea, Man U, all the rest of it. Arsenal, when they've been in it, Spurs, they've all tried to winning it. But yeah, it's like some of the winners of the early days is I think Ipswich Town have won one, which I found absolutely bonkers. I couldn't believe it. Ipswich Town. Yeah, let's get a list of Europa League winners. Certainly after 2000, it started getting a bit more better winners. But Dundee United were runners-up. There's a little bit of information for you guys in the live chat. Dundee United were runners-up back in the day. That was mental. But yeah, this competition started back in 1972. So yeah, it started with Spurs. Liverpool won it. Feyenoord Rotterdam won it. Borussia Mönchengladbach won it. Liverpool, Juventus, PSV, Borussia Mönchengladbach for a second time. Frankfurt, who Rangers are playing in 1980. And then Ipswich Town in 1981. They won this competition. That's bonkers. Gothenburg won it in 1982. Anderlecht in 1983. Spurs in 84. Then Madrid in 85 and 86. Gothenburg in 87, Leverkusen in 1988, Napoli in 89, Juve in 90, Inter in 91, Ajax in 92, Juventus in 93, Milan 94, Parma 95, Bayern 96, Schalke 97, Inter 98, Parma again in 99, that was Gianluigi Buffon's team. Galatasaray in 2000, they beat Arsenal, I'm sure, in that final. 2001 Liverpool, 2002 Feyenoord, 2003 Jose Mourinho's FC Porto, who obviously beat Celtic. Valencia 04, CSK Moscow in 05. Then this is where the start of the dominance come from Sevilla, 06 and 07, Zenit in 08, as you know, Shakhtar in 09, Atletico Madrid in 2010, Porto in 2011, Atleti in 2012, Chelsea in 2013, 14, 15, 16, Sevilla, 17, Man U, Atletico Madrid 2018, Chelsea 19, Sevilla 20, and then obviously Villarreal 21. Don't know why I was going through all of that, but basically, yeah, it's some prestigious winners. As I say, that Ipswich Town literally in there as well. 81. That's the weird one for me. Ipswich Town. I wonder what they did that year. And Gothenburg. That's a mental one as well. Swedish team. But because they got me pretty interested in it. I was looking at it. I was thinking, Gothenburg. Who are these? A Swedish team have done it. And I was actually looking, they've got to the Champions League semi-final on a few occasions as well. They're a pretty decent team back in the day. Before my time, obviously, but pretty good. Anyway, Dundee United playing out from the back here again. Gothenburg, there's a blast from the past. Exactly, man. So who did Dundee United lose to in the final? Can someone get that one up? Actually, I could look at that, couldn't I? Let's have a little look at it. Dundee United. What year did they get to the final? That's mental. Ipswich Town. I still can't get over that one. Ipswich Town. That's weird as hell. Ipswich Town. Yeah. Dundee United lost to Gothenburg. Ooh. There's two legs back then. It was pretty close. Gothenburg won the first one 1-0, and then it was a draw in the second leg. That's mad. 87, that was. How times have changed, man. That's something. Imagine Dundee United have got that one. Goldson playing out from the back here again. Rangers still looking to find that opening goal here. 15 minutes played. Still 0-0 between these two. Here's Scott Wright. Right down that right-hand side of Tavernier. Tavernier through to Ramsey. Doesn't the UEFA Europa League have a Copa Libertadores system now? I don't know, mate. I don't know. How does the Copa Libertadores do it? Who do I want to win? What, the final? Rangers, of course. Here's Ramsey. Decent ball in there by Rambo. I mean, it was a bit over here. Trying to get to Sakala, but cleared away. Celtic faithful there, saying Rangers fans just ignoring the fact they lost the league. Mutants. Yeah, I know, man. Look, there is no. I think you get some Rangers fans that maybe say that they don't care. I think they do care. Obviously, that they've lost the league title. Of course, they do. But I'm sorry, man. But I know people. I know people are going to try and play it down. But get into a Europa League final. No, I mean, here's the thing, right? If Rangers win the Europa League final, then the league doesn't matter. It's basically void for this year because Rangers have won something bigger and better that still gets them money, recognition. Oh, here's Arfield. Oh, good save there again by Seagrass. Money, European recognition, into the Champions League pot one. The windfall, it's far greater. Look, let's be perfectly honest here. Celtic really, I think Celtic, when they went to Seville in 2003, sort of said that Rangers treble didn't mean anything because Celtic had went to Seville for the Europa League final. I don't think the achievement, it's a good achievement to get into the final, but obviously Celtic winning the league is far better than them Rangers finishing runners-up. But if Rangers go and win the Europa League, it's far better than what Celtic have done this season. That's just facts. And if the shoe was on the other foot, I'd say exactly the same. I've always said European competition is not the Conference League, not that. The Europa League and the Champions League, winning those two pisses all over the Scottish Premiership in terms of money, how hard it is to win these days. You don't see Scottish teams. You don't even see teams outside the top 5 leagues get to finals these days. For a team from Scotland to do it, it's a really, really good achievement there. I think a lot of people don't understand how money will be distributed between the teams if they win, because I think they don't understand that it was still 20 million from us if they win. Now, it's not 20 million. They'll just take some of the TV deal. That's just how it will be. Yeah, that's just how it will be. What pots would Celtic go into? They would go into pot 4. That's for the league. This is what I'm saying. If you go into a pot 1, you actually stand a decent chance. Look at Villarreal this year. You actually stand a decent chance of actually qualifying into the round of 16, which is even more money. So one game can win you so much cash. Like in terms of a cash windfall, it's bonkers. I have to say Jazz would take Europa final every season better than the 2-horse race in the Premiership. I'd honestly rather. I don't even know why it's up for discussion. I think everyone can agree in Scottish football, whether you're on the side of Rangers and Celtic, that the Europa League is a far better achievement to win. To win, not come runners up. To win is a much better achievement than winning the Premiership. You can win the Premiership every year. You can win the Premiership any year. You can't win the Europa League every year. For me, there's nothing that comes close. But as I said, have to win for. You can't. It's not just the final. The final. If you get to the final, no one remembers the final, do they? Or the runners up. Here comes Barisic again. Barisic into the area, headed down. Rangers looking to find a opening goal. Here comes Davis, and again cleared away there by Dundee United. This final will cost you money. 5-year European ban, says Pato. No. Nah, you can't. Even say if Rangers fans destroyed the city of Seville, which I don't think will happen, they would get banned from European competitions for fans. What they did outside of the game has nothing to do with the game. That's like someone in a Celtic shirt murdering someone in the streets in Glasgow and then saying, right there, we're going to punish Celtic now, and they're not going to play European football. In the game, yes, you have to keep control of the thing. So if the fans inside the match start pissing about, yeah, there could be fines then. But outside the ground, there's nothing. There's no repercussions. That just becomes law in itself in terms of Spanish law. They can get arrested and fined under Spanish the country of Spain rather than punishing a football club. Ball forward here again now for Rangers. Here's Arfield. Arfield down that right-hand side now again. Into the area. Here comes Scott Wright. Ball into the box. Here's Arfield. As I say, just signed a new contract yesterday, Arfield. Good bit of business by Rangers. 1 year extra for Arfield. Have faith in Rangers. They can win it, says Wendy. Well, you know, it's what it is, man. You don't count your chickens yet. You know, it's not done. Do you know what I mean? It's one game, probably it's the biggest game in Rangers history. Just because of the sheer windfall of cash. Just this achievement will go into football folklore in 2022. These things don't happen in 2022, so it would go into football folklore. And the money's there. So it's Rangers' biggest game in their history. But as I said, you don't win it, it doesn't mean anything. It means nothing. It means, oh yeah, it was a decent run, £5 million for run-up, fair play. But back into the Champions League qualifiers at the start in the summer. And again, it just wouldn't mean anything to Rangers. Musical Addiction says, both teams have 50 plus titles, but one European Cup each. It says all about how hard it really is. No, exactly. Exactly. It's tough. Really, really tough. And for the ones shouting 2 finals in 15 years, if you don't win it, they runner-up means they get Barry Ferguson treatment and flung in the right draw. I'm all for that, even though it would be a great achievement. Rangers getting to the final, it is an achievement, but that's all it would be. It wouldn't mean anything if Rangers don't win it, which I think it's 50-50. It's a final. I'm not getting carried away. It's a final. Frankfurt are there for a reason. Play in a better league, probably our favourites. Rangers can take confidence from winning the other 2 games. But it's neutral grounds. We'll see what happens. Gio's going to have to tactically get it right. And I hope he can. I really, really do. I hope he can. Ipswich have a great side in the early 80s. They were pushing Liverpool for the title. That's pretty good. Aberdeen have 2 European titles. Yeah, no, I think that would be, yeah, they have 2 European titles. Yeah, I mean the Super Cup. I mean, if Rangers go and win the Europa League, then they'll be the most successful European club. I wouldn't press joined on Aberdeen because the Super Cup's a one-off game, isn't it? It's not a major European trophy, or is it? Is it a major European trophy, the Super Cup? I wouldn't say it is. But if Rangers win the Europa League, then it's the 2. So, and then they have the chance to go and win the Super Cup. But great opportunity. Ball forward here for the Jazz again now. Here comes Leon King. Back out to that right-hand side here to McLaughlin. McLaughlin forward. Rangers looking to try and find and take the lead early. Stadium 72 hours ago. Absolutely bouncing. Here comes Sands. Tavernier, and just too far for him there that time as that goes out. Scott Wright there that time, just couldn't find a way through. Tavernier. Gio will have his tactics spot on after Gerrard's phones him beforehand. Do you actually really believe that, Michael? I don't, mate. I don't think Gerrard's the tactical mastermind, mate. Here's Scott Wright again, through to Arfield. Arfield down that right-hand side. Ball forward. Right. I think regardless of the Europa League final outcome, Rangers have been the best Scottish club for 2 seasons straight. No, I'd say Celtic have been better than Rangers domestically this year for sure. The league title shows for that. The league title doesn't lie. The league table doesn't lie. There's no getting away from Rangers sort of shat the bed after Christmas. But win the Europa League, that's all forgotten about. Leeds United got one back there as well. Still 0-0 in this game. It's a big come down this match, isn't it? Ball forward. Only last season that was behind closed doors. Yeah, but I got an argument for that. Celtic fans talk about the quadruple treble, and the quadruple treble means nothing then because Celtic won the Scottish Cup behind closed doors, so it doesn't mean anything. As some of the people are saying, I seen something on Twitter earlier. I think it was like, oh yeah, we've done 10 in a row in front of fans or something like that, or 10 in a row or whatever, because last year didn't count. And I was like, well, then last season's Scottish Cup, the quadruple treble doesn't count. You know, you can't have it both ways. Or the 9th trophy in a row doesn't count because the season was brought to an early shutdown. That was my argument to that. I was like, you can't have it both ways. You either say last season didn't count, but then you got to take away your quadruple treble, and then you've got to take away your 9th title in a row. And that's how it is. Here comes Dundee United again now with another throw-in. Cleared away. Back forward here, Galton. Dundee United looking to try and push forward. Keith Robertson says the league title is more important. Get a grip. Cost Rangers 40 million quid. Europa League is not the Champions League. Everyone in Scotland will tell you that, says Keith. Keith, man, what are you on about? You get more money for winning the Europa League. Yeah, so you get this maybe £40 million for playing in the Champions League, but you're going to get £10 million for winning the Europa League, another 5 million quid for the Super Cup, or I think 3 million for the Super Cup tickets, and all the things that go along with that, the televisions fees and all that. If they want to win that, they get an extra 5 million quid. Then going to pot one into the Champions League, so see, like, you avoid all the big hitters, Bayern Munich, you avoid PSG, you avoid Manchester City, Milan, that looks like it's going to be at the moment, so you avoid all of those, and then you have a decent chance of getting to the last 16 of the Champions League. So yeah, you get 40, then you go into the Champions League last 16, which is another 12, 16 million. It's way more important winning the Europa League than the Scottish Premiership. The Premiership's there every single year. I sound like a broken record player, but the Premiership is there every single year. Eintracht Frankfurt are poor because they can't. Mate, don't go off Frankfurt's domestic form. They've crapped the bed, mate. But with Europe, it's different. As you can see, Rangers have been a different team in Europe. You know, if you went off Rangers' domestic form, you'd be like, oh, they've sort of shat the bed this year. They're bottle jobs, you would say, maybe, because they gave up a 6-point swing. But in Europe, they're a different animal. Frankfurt, the same. You get to a final for a reason. You don't get there for luck. So don't underestimate Frankfurt at all. I wouldn't underestimate them. I'm certainly not underestimating them. I mean, I'm not playing, but I'm going to be going. I'm going to Seville with a hard hat and a high-vis vest. See if I get in. Oh, it's Sakala with a shot, and that goes wide of the post there. That time for Rangers. Almost a thing, yeah. Yeah, just rock up with some black trousers on, a clipboard, hard hat, high-vis vest, to just walk in like you own the place. I'll go for a sunbed before so they think I'm Spanish. and then boom, in into the final. There's my plan for you. Dave 100 Tube says Dan Frankfurt playing their second team today. 9 changes from Thursday. Exactly, they're the same. They're the same as Rangers. They're probably making changes, resting players for the final. Their league's over. They're not going to get any Europeans. They can't even get European spots. All their eggs are going into one basket. All the Rangers' eggs are going into one basket as well. So it's going to be an interesting final. I've seen finals. Finals for me, form goes out the window. Finals for me are about who's the best, who wants it more on the day, and that's what it's always been for me. Who wants it more on the day? Hopefully, it's Rangers who want it more on the day. But if they got to be in the right mindset. Don't get caught up in all the hype now, because being an actual Europa League champion and being a runner-up are two different things. And if you lose the final, and it will never leave you for the right reasons. If you win the final, you go into football folklore, not just Scottish football folklore, but you go into football folklore, just the way the finances here are in 2022. You go into history, 50 years' time, Tavernier will be being wheeled out for dinners, so he'll be getting paid for the rest of his life. These players could walk around Glasgow, the blue side of Glasgow anyway, and never pay for a pint again. Your life's changed, Thing is that you see some of the Rangers heroes from 1972 still getting wheeled out. Do you know what I mean? They had that 50-year DVD this year as well. So if they win the Europa League this year, 50 years' time, they're all going to be heroes. They're all going to be, massive. But then again, you finish runners-up, and it's just a great run. That's all it is. As a Rangers fan, I'm not thinking about Frankfurt's domestic form. It could go either way. Well, let's hope the Bears will get the job done, though. Skimmy says, I'm no Rangers fan, but the best thing for me would if they'd overtake Celtic in terms of European success if they won the Europa thing. Frankfurt are not talented as Dortmund or RB, but more physical and won't be bullied. If Rangers don't win the Europa League, it would, if ironic, Celtic, Frankfurt and the Hammered add away. Celtic would be going smug then. What do you think the score will be? Well, in this game, I see a Rangers win. They're dominant. Dundee United haven't really done anything in this game so far. Rangers are trying, but no goal just yet. Slivy G, Dan, who do you think is the danger man for Frankfurt? This is the most disrespectful thing I'm going to say. I don't even know anyone who plays at them. That's what I'm saying. I don't know anyone who plays them. I've not even done my research at all. I watched the highlights the other day, and that was it against West Ham. But I don't know. I don't know any of the players. Keith Robertson says, so you're basically saying the Scottish title means nothing. So why have Rangers been singing about 55 or 55 titles? No, me saying that the Europa League is more prestigious than winning the Scottish title does not take away the glory of winning a league title. Celtic fans shouldn't have this taken away from them. They've won the league title. It's still a big thing. But my answer to my thing to you is, or to people is, that the Europa League is bigger than the Scottish Premiership. So winning the Europa League is bigger. I'm not saying the Scottish Premiership means hee-haw, because it means a lot. But I'm saying a European trophy, not the Conference League, but a Europa League or a Champions League means more than the Scottish Premiership. For me, personally. I think that's facts. I don't know how people can argue it the other way. I just don't understand it. League is over. We should play the young boys in the run to avoid any more injuries. My one's Tavernier. I just don't want Tavernier. I want Tavernier off the park. He's so key to Rangers' success. He needs to have a little rest. I wouldn't play him during the week. Where are Rangers going in the week? Ross County, is it? I wouldn't play him for that game against Hearts. Nah, they're too physical as well. At Tynecastle, no way. I wouldn't be risking key players against Hearts at Tynecastle. Not a chance. Kent and all that sort of players, no way. Ramsey. Ramsey might be getting wheeled out in the final for a bit. Frankfurt beat West Ham. They ain't mugs. Yeah, Barry, I know that. I'm not saying they're mugs, man. But what I'm saying is with Frankfurt, you got to look at the whole story. Yes, they beat West Ham, but West Ham were down to 10 men for pretty much the whole of the second leg. So, I mean, it was only 1-0. So, you know, it's hard to say. I know I'm saying pulling at if buts and maybes if West Ham had 11 players, and you know if your mum had balls, you'd be a dad. But you know, you got to take the context of the game. Do I think West Ham are a better team than Frankfurt? Absolutely. But you know, in that one game, West Ham went down to 10 men 10 minutes into the game. So, you know, they were handed more of an advantage. Frankfurt probably have a richer squad, and always big up the Jers more than Celtic because he supports Jers more than any team that's ever done. It's a Jers fan. No, but I'm fair, Danny. I'm fair, mate, on the thing. If Celtic were in the Europa League and Rangers won the league, I'd say that the Europa League is still the most prestigious competition. Can even ask my group stage mates. For me, it's always all about Europe, and maybe. I don't know, I just think Europe's so special. I think European trophies are better than domestic trophies. Frankfurt and Rangers are both punched above their weight in Europa. It'll be a good game. Hopefully Frankfurt wins. People say I'm very biased. I mean, no, it's... Oh, West Ham winning 4-0. Yeah, they're trying. They might even take Man U's Europa League spot off them. They've shat the bed, Man U, man. They're horrendous. Total Scottish Football says, Kostic, 7 goals, 12 assists this season. Kamada and Rafael Bora dangerous. Yeah, but everyone was... If you remember as well, I'm not taking anything away from them, but everyone... I remember when Rangers drew RB Leipzig. Oh, you're never going to beat RB Leipzig. Kunku, who scored 30 goals in 40 games, you know? Everyone who Rangers are playing, it's like, oh, no, you're not going to beat these because these players are here. It comes down to the day. It comes down to... tactically what Gio does and what the Frankfurt manager does. It was all about 56. That one went out the window. Jers will simply settle for anything at this point because they're nothing other than desperate. But mate, come on. I know you're a Celtic fan, mate, but how is settling for a Europa League? It's not settling for a Europa League. You don't play all season to get into the European competition and settle to get to the final. Bonkers, mate. Bonkers. Settle to get into the I'll just take the Europa League final because I'll just take the Europa League trophy because we can't win the league this year. I'll just settle for that. Not a chance. Not a chance. I heard Pogba might go to City. Yeah, possibly. Hate him, man. Hate Pogba. Rat. He's the epitome of a rotten apple in a team, man. Here comes Ramsey into our field. Chance for Rangers again there and again cleared away. 5 minutes till half time, troops. Rangers 0, Dundee United 0. Nothing really to separate them. Rangers been dominant, but Dundee United have stayed resilient and it's still 0-0. Rangers have got the iPad out. It's not quite like what's the guy? Strachan, Gavin Strachan. Him and his laptop, man. I used to love that. It always used to have that laptop. That's funny as anything. Gavin Strachan. Celtic winning the league after a huge rebuild is impressive. If Rangers win the Europa League, it's a bigger achievement, says Barry. Okay. Again, people were trying to say, I think Celtic fans trying to say that people were taking the league title away from them. They're not. The league title is the league title. You've won the league title. It's amazing achievement. It's great. Where Celtic were last year. Fantastic. Amazing. But I'm saying if Rangers win the Europa League, like I said again, if Rangers win the Europa League, it's a bigger achievement. I'm not saying getting to the final is a bigger achievement, because if they lose and finish runners-up, then it means nothing. But if they win the Europa League, it's bigger than the Scottish Premiership. All day long. European Cup semi-final games 6, 1, 2, 3. Europa is better than League mainly for the pot one, but they are like someone who orders something in a restaurant and then turns out they don't have it and say that they didn't want it anyway. No, you're a football team though, Danny. I don't get it. I know there's a massive rivalry here, but I think deep down, really, you know that winning a European trophy is way more prestigious than winning a league title. Is, you know, the fact that Celtic have one European trophy, the fact that Rangers have one European trophy, and they both have over 50 league titles, shows you how rare winning a European trophy is, and it doesn't come around often. People are starting to look at Rangers now and go, oh, this Kent guy, oh, Tavernier should be getting called up. People down in England going, oh, because they're doing it at a higher level. And I'm massive. I think the Scottish League's a very good league. I love the Scottish League, but Europa League's a different level. It's better. You look. I showed you this picture at the start of the I think it's a round of 32 or the last 16 qualifier, and it had a real Champions League feel to it. Look at the badges that started in the Europa League here. You've got Sevilla, who win this every single year. You've got RB Leipzig, semi-finalists in the Champions League 2 years ago. You had Zenit, you had Braga, Sheriff, who beat Real Madrid. Look, that's a bit of a pub team. Real Sociedad, Atalanta, Champions League quarter-finalists. Barcelona, always in the Champions League. Napoli, always in the Champions League. Dortmund, always in the Champions League. FC Porto, always in the Champions League. And this one for Celtic. You know, Celtic beat Lazio a few years ago, and we've not heard them... and we've not heard the Celtic fans shut up about it since. And Lazio are in there as well. So, you know, it's a good. It was a good batch of teams that are in there. So for me, Europe always is. It's not what. Look, Kevin McGinley says, any other year I would have said yes, but not this year, as the sort of money that you get from... Mate, you're not getting the point. You win the Europa League, you go into the Champions League. You still get this money that you're going into the Champions League. Everyone seems to think that for winning the Scottish Premiership, you're getting £40 million. You're not getting... Oh, Ramsey off the post. Oh, there was a chance there to take the lead just before half time. I think the flag was up anyway. I think seems to be people are thinking that the SFA are going to give you 40 million. They're not giving you 40 million. The reason why you're getting this 40 million is because the Champions League pays the 40 million. You're going straight in there. You win the Europa League, you get about 8 million quid for winning that straight shit bus. Then you get the Champions League group stages on top of that. So then you get that 40 million pounds as well. Then you get the European Super Cup money as well on top of that. You also go into pot one, so you're seeded, you miss all the big teams, and then you have a good chance of going into the last 16, which is another £16 million. So winning the Europa League is more benefits, more money than winning the Scottish Premiership this year. But yeah, guys, half time here. Rangers 0, Dundee United 0, and that's that. Of course, Celtic won't ever beat that record. We have no plans to get demoted like Rangers did. Frankfurt made Barca look like amateurs in their own backyard, and there is Rangers supporters saying what you've just said. Nay chance, mate. Look at some of the blogs. But you're not going to hear me I'm not diminishing Celtic's achievement. I'm just simply saying that Celtic winning the league is fantastic, amazing achievement. Where they come from last year, fantastic. But my point is that winning the Europa League, not finishing runners-up, not going to the final, winning the Europa League is a better achievement than winning the Scottish Premiership, and that's facts. And I'll say that every single year. I'll say that every year until I pass away. Not the Conference League, just the Europa League and the Champions League. Other than that, it's better than... I'd rather win... In fact, I'd go as far to say this. I'd rather win a Europa League than win a Scottish domestic treble. There you go. There's my facts for you. I'd rather win a Europa League than win a Scottish domestic treble all day long. Every single time. I'll take that every single time. I think the most people I talk to will agree that Europa is better, but if they don't win, absolutely not. No, there you go. My argument isn't that. My argument isn't that. Again, I'm going to clarify. Getting to the Europa League final isn't better. Winning the Europa League is better than winning the Scottish Premiership all day long. And the domestic treble. I'll even stick that on there as well. You're not Scottish, though, but I am. In a way. I know I've got an English accent, but that is the thingy. Eric G says, Celtic fan here. Only an idiot, of which there are many in Scotland, would take a league title over the glory of winning the Europa League. Someone said I'm deluded. What? People said I'm deluded. What? Am I on a different planet to people here or something like that? Am I actually on a different planet to people? There's people actually thinking that winning the Scottish League is better than the Europa League. I just can't get my head around it. I can't get my head around it. This is not even a rivalry thing. If this was Celtic in the Europa League final, Rangers had won the league, I'd say Celtic winning the Europa League is way more prestigious. Yeah, my parent, all my family's Scottish. I was kind of brought up in England. I'm both. There you go. Keith Robertson says, "Are you totally think you have to win the league to qualify for the Champions League?" Keith, I've just said to you, mate. I've just literally just said to you, if you win the Europa League, if Rangers finished 10th in the Scottish Premiership and won the Europa League, they'd still go into the Champions League group stages. It doesn't matter about the league title. You're going into the Champions League, and if you win the Europa League, you're going into the Champions League. I don't think people are knowing this part about it. Everyone's just thinking, oh, they're winning the Europa League, and then nothing happens. No, you win the Europa League and you go into the Champions League. Winning the Europa League gives you a Champions League ticket to the group stage. Not the qualifiers, into the group stages. Pot 1. Not pot 4, not pot 3, not pot 2. Pot 1. Mental. It's because Rangers are not won the cup yet this season. Asked the Celtic supporter a month ago, Europa League or Scottish League, said Europa League. Definitely. No, this is not about Danny. This is not about Celtic and Rangers. This is just about facts that I can't believe people were saying. I'm getting stressed out for no entire reason, but you know, I think people are fishing. You must be fishing. People must be fishing to try and wind me up here. I mean, come on, man. Come on. Think about it. I even remember in 2003, I think Celtic fans were saying getting to Sevilla was better than the Scottish domestic treble. But yeah, I mean, I think someone's fishing me. People have got the fishing rod in there. I'm biting like F it. Footballers Life says Rangers will never be in the same class as the Lisbon Lions, who, by the way, won the Champions League. No, mate, I don't take anything away from the Lisbon Lions. I think that's one of football's greatest achievements. So there you go. So there you go. I think that's one of the greatest achievements. Although, what I would say is, and this is not me taking anything away from Celtic's achievement, because having a team from, I think all of them from Glasgow, 10 of the players, and one player was from like Edinburgh or something, right? Or it was just, yeah, so they're all from Scotland. That achievement was unbelievable. I mean, but my only sort of counter argument why I would say winning a European trophy this day, and again, for the record, I'm not diminishing the achievement, it's still a great achievement, but just the way finances play in football these days in terms of money, and only the rich, these European competitions are only for the rich clubs. They're set up so the rich clubs win every single year. The big, like, Rangers, Celtic, massive clubs, but like the rich clubs, the clubs that have got lots of finances. So that's why I'd say, the Europa League 2022 is a massive, massive achievement. Right, I'm sticking the kettle on anyway. Everton 1-2-1. Ah, nah, man. I want Leeds to go. I wanted to Leeds to stay up. Eric G says, I don't think Mr. Remark. Oh, winning the Europa League. Yeah, yeah. Got you. Indeed. When Rangers will win the Europa League and we see it. As a Celtic fan, I would like to see Rangers win Europa. Good for Scottish football, great achievement by them. Too much hatred between fans, though. Enjoy winning every season, half stadium. Everton, fair play to them. I want Leeds to stay up there. I love Jesse Marsh. I like the way he talks about the game. I'd like Burnley to go down, but they look like they're doing all right, to be fair. God knows why I'm playing around with a tape measure. Can't be better than 9 in a row with a quadruple treble in between the win. Mate, do you know what? I'm probably getting absolutely roasted on here, but I'd rather. Oh, no, because I feel like I would offend people, thinking people just baiting me out, but I'd rather. I was going to say it anyway. I'm going to say it anyway. I'd rather win a Europa League than a quadruple treble. Sorry, man. That's this thing there, right? I'll leave it there. I'm just going to make my tea quick. But I'd rather win a Europa League than a quadruple treble. That's fact. Right, let's see if I baited a few out. Let's have a little look in here with this live chat. Um, Burnley lost yesterday. Yeah, no, I do want them to do it. I want Burnley to go down. Leeds are a good side. Shame they lost as well, to be fair. They're not fishing you, but Celtic a great achievement, but two teams. Last time Rangers played Eintracht in a friendly, it was 6-3 to Rangers, and Alex Ferguson played in the first game. I think Frankfurt beat Rangers in a final, back in 63. Was it 63? I don't know. Where is the tune of the music? It's all about bragging rights between clubs. Bragging, not Braga. Rangers are crap domestically. As a Hearts fan, I can say we were actually slightly disappointed with the EO sport. We should have 3 teams in the Champions League. Everyone's having these arguments with whatever team you support. It's always on the other side. People are gonna be like making a case for this, that, all this, that, the other. But the thing is really, with both Rangers and Celtic fans, they just argue for whatever it is. But if the same scenario was the other way around, Rangers fans would probably go, no, the league title was better this year, and then the Celtic fans would be like, no, the Europa League's better than this year, or whatever. But personally, I'm say, yeah, Europa League is more better than a league title. Facts. I think they're 8th now, yeah, Eric G. They're doing well. Scotland doing well. So both Rangers and Celtic done very, very well in Europe over the years. Say, with taking one team's points away would put Scotland down into about 16th. So it is both teams over the years. Rangers done it in fashion Europa League as Celtic just won the league, which is more easier. How can the league title possibly be better than Europa League? Do you know what? I've actually found because I've actually been in I keep calling them forums, but they're like in the Facebook groups. And again, look, I don't know if this is I'm not gonna bring in an age thing, but I feel like the older generation of fans are more. They think the league title is more important, and then the younger sort of generation think the Europa or European trophies are more important. Yeah, that's what I would say. I'd personally say. I think. So, would you have gave up last year's league for a Europa trophy? Says DS1. What if Rangers didn't get to the final this year? Yeah, probably, definitely. I mean, Rangers fans probably wouldn't agree with me necessarily, but personally, I would. Yeah, definitely. I think winning your European trophy, it just trumps everything. In the Scottish division, just because of how big of an achievement it is with the finances. If you ask me the same thing with the English Premier League, what would I rather win, the English Premier League or Europa League? I'm choosing the Premier League, but I'd always rather win the Champions League than the Premier League. In England, I'd rather win the Champions League than the Premier League. I always think European trophies are bigger and better. That's facts. And if you want to say something, is Celtic's Champions League better than Rangers Cup winners? Of course it is. Celtic's European Cup is huge, and that's something that Celtic have got bragging rights for. For me, European success is bigger than domestic success. Yeah, Merchant, again, look, I'm not going to be that guy because I love Scottish football, but I know it's 38 games, but again, some of the teams, man, they're ranked rotten. And that's not me being horrible, it's just me stating facts. They just haven't got the money. DS1 says stopping the 10 should be bigger than the Europa League. But last year, it didn't have that financial rewards of what winning a Europa League does. I'm in the business of the club making more money to then reinvest and get better over time. winning a league title that's 3 million quid is not going to make the team better over time. Obviously, this year is different, but last year was 3 million quid. So I'd rather win a Europa League and go into the Champions League. Again, people will disagree with what I go, and then some people think. Joseph, of course, said we should change the subject. We can change the subject. I mean, the game's kicked off again, guys. Second half. McLaughlin, as I say, still in goal. They've changed the middle of a substitution there. Brought on Amad Diallo. I'd like to see a bit of Amad. Saw him in the Union Jack bucket hat the other night there, partying away, which seemed pretty... he was loving life. Hasn't played much as I thought he would, but he's definitely got some time now to show what he can do. And now here comes Goldson down that right-hand side. The first guy on CSB claimed that to stop the 10 is bigger than winning a European trophy. He was... mate, everyone has different opinions, man. Everyone has different opinions. For me, that's domestic by blasting EPL. Brian Morrison. Yeah, I have contradicted it there, maybe if you say so. But for me, a team outside the top 5 leagues winning the Europa League, that Man U, Chelsea, Sevilla, Atletico Madrid, all these big teams take seriously and try and win and want to win, prioritise in their season. For me, it's big. But yeah, I need to change stuff. I think we've been talking about this for about half an hour. And I'm just going back and forth. But yeah, I'm sticking with it. Eric G says, do Rangers fans want to lose the league today or Wednesday? It doesn't matter. It's inevitable. Do you know what I mean? It's inevitable. It's gonna happen. I'd say Wednesday because then means Rangers win. So Rangers obviously want to win today. So they're obviously going to choose Wednesday. Here comes Amad Diallo. Dundee United have been nothing special. Here's Diallo. Lovely skill. On in the area. And again, just couldn't get that one on target there that time, Diallo. Cleared away. Who do you support in the Scottish Championship? I don't support anyone in the Scottish Championship, but if you had asked me who I want to get promoted, then Arbroath. But although Arbroath Stadium, I've heard a lot of things about that stadium. Apparently, it's probably windy up there, so it could be a bit of a stumbling block for Rangers and Celtic next season in terms of the league. Those really tough away grounds that you go to. Celtic failed in Seville in 2003 against Porto. Rangers will triumph from Seville. Mate, little did Celtic fans probably know at the time, man. That team obviously went on to be a really, really special team. Against Porto. The year after that, they won the Champions League. Here comes a way through here again now for Fashion Sakala. And again, blocked there that time. The finances that European teams and English teams spend cannot be matched by Rangers and Celtic. So for one of those teams to reach European final is a great achievement. Darren Little says Mon Jazz. Still 0-0 here, Darren, mate. Still 0-0. It's a bit of a weird game. I just don't think Rangers fans are up for it. Well, obviously the league's done, right? Celtic won the league pretty much. They're just these 3 games are kind of pointless. It's just about rotation, I think, just to see maybe some youngsters play. But yeah. Ball forward here again now here for Diallo. Diallo down that right-hand side here for Rangers is Arfield. Back through here again to Scott Wright having it. Diallo again into the top and again cleared away. Who do I support in the Serie A? Again, I don't support any. I don't support team. I'm not a supporter of a team. You know, you only support one team. But if I, like I'm fond of AC Milan. I like AC Milan. I've always liked Milan just because when I was a kid, they were like the greatest team I've ever seen. World class players from that in every single position from '03 to '07. So for them to win the league this year, I'd be happy. I mean, I wouldn't. Yeah, that like. I'd be like, oh yeah, AC Milan won. Happy days. Good to see them go back to the top. Here's Tavernier. Here's Ramsey. Ramsey down that left-hand side. Here comes Sakala. And again on the follow-up, surely Diallo. And he just couldn't reach it there, Ahmad. As that's cleared away there by Dundee United. Great to see Lundstrom, Jack and Bassi rested. Hope we keep them protected. Run to the 18th. These three are key to our Euro strategy. Powerhouses. C. Diallo, when you make of him as a talent, I think Man United paid 25 million. I think they paid 35 million pound. He's probably got something about him, you know. He just needs to. He looked quite good for Man U in the Europa League, but it's not really yet worked for Scotland so far. Everyone in the chat, who's going to Hampden on June 1st? Why, what's happening on June 1st? Oh, it's Scotland v Ukraine, isn't it? Oh, wow. I'd love to go to that. When did Diallo come on? Half time. Enjoy the day, says Falcon. The one thing I would say, Stockroom Tim, about that comment about jamming your way to or luck, I don't think you can get luck to a final. I really don't. Sometimes, you know, you might have to take off the green tinted glasses and maybe just go, yeah, fair play. It's not jamming to the thing. Maybe yeah, you could say, look, oh, beating Dortmund is luck, right? But they kind of played Dortmund off the park in two legs. Pumped Red Star Belgrade 3-0. Braga, I think that was the tightest one, was Braga. And then lost to Leipzig. Leipzig were a great team. And for energy matched in the semi-final, that was an unbelievable performance. And if there was any luck about it, Leipzig would have knocked Rangers out in that round. And Rangers were like really, really good. And I know massive Celtic fans who just went, you know what, that was a really, really good win. Yeah, here comes Ramsey again now. A chance for Sakala. Oh, ping down there. Surely that might be a penalty. It is. Siegrist giving away a penalty there for the Jazz, and it's going to be a yellow card here for Siegrist. I do rate Siegrist, to be fair. Jim McEwen. I knew Jim would bite me. Oh, it's Frankfurt have got an equaliser there against Gladbach. Yeah, Jim McEwen. Yeah, of course not. Of course Rangers are going to win the league. Diallo. Penalty kick. It's going to be Tavernier probably to take it. Celtic. As I say, as things stand at the moment, Celtic are champions. Tavernier to step up and take this penalty. Will he put Rangers ahead here in one of the last league games of the season? Tavernier steps up. Oh, and puts it in the back of that. Rangers 1-0. And I think Tavernier's going for that top goal scorer position. Rangers 1, Dundee United 0. And the Scottish champions are still are in the lead for maybe one last game that you can say Rangers are champions. But the Scottish champions are in the lead here against Dundee United. 1-0. Tavernier scores. I'm only joking, Celtic fans. Well, I'm not joking. I'm kind of stating facts at the moment. There will always be a group of people that will go to Seville cause trouble. Well, I think it's the Frankfurt fans you got to be worried about. They're a bit. I've seen some clips of them chucking stuff at West Ham fans recently. But yeah, 1-0 to the Jazz. Tavernier penalty. I might just rinse that saying for a couple more times, just until the end of the season. What stream are you using? I'm using the usual one, mate. It starts with he and ends in goal. Ball forward again there. Dundee United looking for a response there. Remember that looking to get to European football. I think they're fourth. I think they're on the verge of getting it. Yes, James. 56 back on for Rangers. Ball forward again now here for Dundee United. They look to try and find a response. Yeah, mate, of course, Michael. Well, Michael, this is the thing with Hearts, from a Hearts point of view. I think you want Rangers to win the Europa League for your benefit in terms of they win, but win in penalties and extra time. Because 3 days later, then they go into Hampden. And if they won the Europa League after extra time, you know, they might not be as up for it. So you're probably best on. I do like this penalty conspiracy I always hear about. I always like to state facts. I think Rangers have only got 2 more penalties than Celtic this season. I think Hearts have had the most penalties this year, weirdly enough. Do you follow the Bundesliga? No. It's a boring league. People have the cheek to talk about the Scottish League being just 2 teams. That league is crap. As I said, second from 18th is good, but Bayern win it every year. That's why the Italian league's starting to get good now, because, you know, Inter won it last year. They got a pretty close title race. Juventus aren't in the title race. Milan look like they could possibly do it. Now, for me, Bundesliga is crap, man. Well, it's not crap. I actually like Bayern, to be honest, in terms of them in the Champions League. I always back them in Europe, just because I like Lewandowski and I like Müller. Thomas Müller is one of my favourite players ever. Don't ask me why. I think he's a proper decent player. I think we're going to see a red card here for one of the Dundee United players. Was it a yellow card? Tavernier is not a happy man. He says it should be a red. But he is going to give him a yellow. Approaching the hour marks. Yeah, I need to see that replay, to be fair. Ball forward. Oh, it was a tackle there on Amad Diallo, to be fair. A bit of a sore one. Yeah, we'll have a little pure Scottish football meetup. Comment in the live chat for the Rangers fans who are going to Seville next week. Staying in Marbella for 2 nights. A little bit of sun. Jim McEwen says, what's more important, the Premier League or the Europa League? What, the EPL, English Premier League? Probably the Premier League, because it has more money in it. But in Scotland, it's Europa League. Oh, Diallo there. Lovely run by Diallo as he's pushing forward. Lovely skill. He's got decent composure. Oh, and he's some pass there again. Sakala. Oh, he's missed that. That's what he misses there, Fashion Sakala. His end product's pretty honker. Champions again, LA. Visions in my head of Tav with the Euro trophy under his arm boarding the flight to Scotland on the 19th. Mate, that'd be amazing. Celtic claim what trophies they have won in World War II. That's the only reason they have 52. Rangers don't count these years out of respect. Is that true? Is it? I haven't researched that, but is that true? Here comes Ahmad. Lovely skill there by him again. Now here comes Leon King. I need to stop pissing around with that tape. Oh, Diallo there with a shot just outside the box. He looks like he's thriving, looking like he wants to show something. Having been to Seville in 2001, a world warning. If all the fans without tickets turn up, when thousands will find themselves sleeping in the streets and the shops will be sold out, drinks and food. Rangers so respectful of the hidden dogs. Now, to be fair, I'm not staying the night in Seville. I'm staying in Marbella and then hiring a car, driving it, parking it, and then driving back the Thursday morning back to Marbella for the night, and then heading on the flight back Friday, ready to go for a live stream on Saturday for the Scottish Cup final. 65 minutes played here, troops. Still 1-0 to Rangers. Diallo looking like he wants to put on a bit of a show. I support Bayern Munich, says Christopher Campbell, with the Liverpool badge. Ball forward here again now for United. Pushing over the top down that left-hand side again. Now Dundee United looking to try and find an equaliser. And it's just cleared away. Oh, I didn't know that, Martin Miller, to be fair. I didn't know that, lad. When Celtic counted theirs, or they don't count theirs? But why is that out of respect, though? Why wouldn't they count their war ones? They're still playing football. Dundee United, man. 10 in a row. United. Oh, it looks like we're going to see Divine coming on. Good to see some of the youngsters come on now here for a game. I'd love to see... Oh, here we go. Yeah, young Alex Lowry, McCann as well. All three of them all coming on here. Divine, McCann and Lowry for the last 25 minutes. I love seeing Lowry play. What an unbelievable player. I'm so happy that he signed a brand new contract. Keeping these sort of players in Scotland, especially after Newcastle United was sniffing about. What a player he is, young Lowry. I don't know really too much about the other two, Divine and McCann, but from what I've seen against Lowry, against Livingston, in that Premiership, unbelievable little player he is. And right decision for signing a contract there, young Lowry. Rangers got a very decent youth system at the moment. Finished 1-1 with Frankfurt. They're Gladbach and Frankfurt. Rangers fans, if you haven't already got by the way, guys, Glasgow Rangers Iron Maiden tees and Rangers Away Alive tees available on the website, purescottishfootball.com. Love to see some guys out in Seville rocking them. That'd be amazing. Barisic comes off. McCann. Oh, Tavernier's off. Tavernier's off. Good to see. Tavernier's finished for the afternoon. So weird seeing Tavernier. It's like a friendly. It's got a friendly feel to it. Tavernier now coming off the pitch. Divine there also. I love seeing youth. I feel like an old man here, Sat. Love seeing the youth come on the park. Especially the young Scottish boys doing well. The Rangers fans and that. You always like to see the local guy do well. Even though I'm not that local. I live in Glasgow, but I'm not... Oh, crap, my laptop. I live in Glasgow, but I'm not local. I like to see the youngsters come through. United will be licking their teeth, licking their lips as they look to try and find an equaliser. Oh, he's micked it there from Goldson. There's McLaughlin there also, as he made the save. Yeah, but my answer to that, Merchant, is different times then. If it was given as a shared title, obviously counts. Because that's like, it's a different rule now. You're playing by different rules. If the rule stood then that it was goal difference, then it would have counted. But it's like you're saying, oh, Real Madrid were knocked out of the Champions League semi-final back in 2006 on away goals, but they shouldn't be out of the competition because the rules have changed since then. So that's why I'd say you can keep it. See Young Lowry get on the ball. He's a good player. Him. Ball over to young Divine. Now here comes Amad Diallo along that right hand side. Is a chance for him now. Lowry, and again blocked there by Dundee United. Ball forward, blocked again there by United. Celtic have the SFA and locked down. That's the only reason they win leagues. Europe clearly shows that. To be fair, you got to admit Rangers were rag rotten in the second half of the season, man. Domestically, that Ross County game, that Motherwell game. Oh my goodness me, that was it over for me. That game, whoa, horrendous. Honestly, horrendous. 2-0 up at half time and then end up drawing to Motherwell. By the way, they've only won one game since in 2022. Ball forward here for Divine. Ball over the top here again now for Rangers. Chance for Lowry. Oh, here's a chance for Diallo. I think he was offside, but he's going to take the shot anyway, and it's offside there. Big Amad Diallo. I think he likes Rangers, Diallo. Might come back on loan again next year if they get the Champions League. Diallo there just on the ball. 20 minutes left to play here, troops. Still Rangers 1. Think me nil. Guys, if you haven't already hit the subscribe button, hit that big red button. A few more games this week, a couple of midweek matches. What else have we got during the week, actually? I think, actually. What have we got during the week? Celtic versus Dundee United. Probably officially win the league title unless Rangers slip up now. I don't even know who Rangers are playing. Who are Rangers playing? Motherwell, I think. Motherwell maybe at home. Here's Lowry again. Oh, here's another chance for Sakala. Surely got to finish it. Take your time, Sakala. Into the area. Ball in. And again, blocked there again. Dundee United's defence. Celtic in Europe is embarrassing. For Scottish football, it's cringy. Bodo Glimt. Ball over the top here again now for Rangers. Back to Diallo. Now finds a way through here for Rangers yet again. Ball back through here to Divine. Divine forward and again cleared away there by United. Oh, is it Ross County Rangers are playing? Oh yeah, they must have played Motherwell recently. Ross County versus Rangers at Ibrox. United clear it. Now there's a chance for them yet again now running down that right-hand side. Rangers haven't won anything yet. You all need to remember that. It says 1888 CFC. Exactly. If Rangers don't win the Europa League, it will just be merely... I wouldn't put it down as a failure of a season, but it would be... It would be horrible, wouldn't it? Let's just put it that way. Here come the Jazz again now with 19 minutes to go or so. Ball forward again now in over the top for Diallo. Here's a chance for McCann. No, I don't, Chris. Brian Morrison says Rangers lose EO and beat Hearts in the final. Nah, I don't count winning a Scottish Cup, just the Scottish Cup, as a successful season. Unfortunately, I don't look at it like that. You either win the league. If you don't win the league, it's not really successful. But if you win the Europa League, then it becomes successful. But if either Rangers or Celtic just won a Scottish Cup, it's not successful, really. Maybe the older generation might disagree with me with that one, but yeah, I mean, cups these days, they're not worthless. They're good to win, of course, but they're not as good as a Europa or a league title. I'd give up cup success every year if it meant winning the league. Slippy G, I don't follow anyone in that league, mate. Mate, if he wins the Europa League, he'll be bigger than Greg. Gio would technically go down as one of Rangers' most successful managers for winning a European trophy. 15 minutes left to play here, guys. Still 1-0. It really does have a friendly feel to it. The sun's out. Rangers will own goal, maybe. Oh my God, Goldson almost giving that one an absolute howler. Oh, nearly. McLaughlin got back there. Not sure what Big John's doing there, but Goldson nearly stuck the ball in his own net. Oh, that would have been a howler. That would have actually been a howler there from Rangers if that went in the back of the net. Oh, that was stinking. Absolutely stinking. Here's McCann again. Ball forward here again from Diallo. Diallo down that right-hand side. Chance of him again now. Back through to Devine. Davo. Devine. Paul says a cup is a cup, no matter should you privilege to win one. Yeah, no, great. It's great to win cups. I'm not diminishing the prize of the cup. But I mean, in Rangers and Celtic's eyes, right, winning just a Scottish Cup is not. It wouldn't go down as a successful season with the fans if they just won a cup. Hearts, Hibs, all the other sides, yes, it is success. But for Rangers and Celtic, just winning a cup is not. It wouldn't go down as success. Yes, it's great to win, but it's not success. Do you know what I mean? It's not success because you want to win the league title. That gets you more perks. We're greedy. We're all greedy as football fans. Yeah, Stephen Forsyth just bought the Iron Maiden t-shirt. Yeah, I just got a little notification come up from something that someone bought a shirt there. Big shout out to you, Stephen, if it was yourself, mate. I'll have a little look. But big shout out to you, bro. Glasgow Rangers Iron Maiden t-shirts and say available on the website. If you haven't got one yet, come on, you need to cop one. The bangers. Two secs. Sorry that. Yeah, Stephen Forsyth, what a hero, mate. Thank you for getting that one, buddy. What a legend, man. Thank you for purchasing a Glasgow Rangers Iron Maiden tee. Ball into the area again. Now Rangers forward is Lowry. And he couldn't get a goal there that time. 14 minutes to go. Still Rangers 1. Dundee United 0. Smith just clearing that one away. Rangers will fail to win the double, says Ryan Mays. Yeah, but no one remembers the runners-up there, Falcon Hoof. That's the thing. Yeah, Barry Ferguson's still well regarded in the Rangers support. He's not diminished. Everyone still rates Barry Ferguson. Everyone loves Barry Ferguson, I think, at the Rangers camp. But yeah, he wouldn't go down as the bigger than Greg. But if Tavernier won the Europa League, then he'd go down as the captain that stopped 10 in a row, and then the captain that won Rangers another European trophy. So it'd be good, wouldn't it? Ball forward here again from Dundee United. So to try and find an equaliser. Here comes Sakala. Now Diallo. Surely Diallo to finish. Yes, there we go. Second goal. 2-0. And Diallo scores. He's deserved that one today. And it's 2-0 here to the Jers. Diallo scoring that one. Good bit of play there from both of them linking up, Sakala and Diallo. But 2-0 to Rangers, and job almost done. Celtic majors have to wait till Wednesday. But I'm sure really the Celtic fans would prefer it till Wednesday anyway. Decent finish there by Diallo. 2-0 to the Jets. Dundee United haven't actually been that good today, to be honest. Crap. If I must admit. And Glenn's going to be coming on for a bit. Who's that? Rambo. He's finished for the afternoon. League's back on to Slippy G. Imagine if Dundee United just go pure FIFA mode, just stop sticking the ball in the back of the net 27 times. And then you're like, oh, then your ass would be going a tiny bit, wouldn't it? Like, ah, shit. Has anyone ever lost the league from this point? Where they're 2 games, the 6 points clear, 2 games, a 27 goal difference. I think there was someone in the Championship or League One a couple of years ago. I said Bristol Rovers, 10 minutes. I said Bristol Rovers last night there win 7-0 to get promoted into League One. That was bonkers, man. That was madness. 7-0. Sitter versus Newcastle. Comes Devine again. And he just gets tackled. 10 minutes to go here at Ibrox. Rangers 2, United 0. Tavernier scoring a penalty. And Diallo scoring from open play. Who's going to win the Premier League? City or Liverpool? Liverpool slipped up last night, didn't they? City. I think it's going to be City. Don't know if I want Liverpool winning winning a quadruple. We'll never hear the end of it. Nah, but I like Jurgen. Jurgen, mate, he's good. Jurgen. Good manager. Man, I still can't go over that Goldson back pass earlier on, man. Nearly stuck it in the back of his own net. Not mad, man. Mad monk. Bucky. Take a couple of bottles of Bucky to Seville, man. Here's Devine again. Oh, that's brutal, John Mitchell. Here come Rangers again now with Lowry. Lowry, nice, lovely little pass there from Lowry into Sakala. Forward into Devine again. Diallo. Lowry. Celtic fans fighting with AC Milan fan. No contest when you call Baresi, Maldini, and all the Euro trophies of Forza. Done and dusted pretty much now, guys. Here's Fashion Sakala again. Down that left-hand side yet again now is King. King forward. Nice pass back into Lowry again. Oh, a lovely little pass again there. It's good to see the little link-up play with all the B team players. They know pick each other. They know each other's strengths and that. Sends it back in there, Amad Diallo. Headed back down, Goldson there also. Oh, trying to finish it off there, Rangers. And again, cleared away there by Dundee United again. All in over the top. And cleared away there by United again. Big Davo. The Lost King of Scotland says John Lundstrom is the best on earth. What a turnaround he's had, by the way, Big Lundstrom. I remember calling him out in that Alashkert game. He was like, he's crap. Getting sent off and that. And he's what a turnaround he's had. He's been fantastic. Second half of the season. A key contributor. Is Lowry now with a delivery. Lowry sends it in. Overhit there, young by young Lowry. Savannah Zvezda are top of their league. Martino. Dortmund, a great team as well. So Leipzig. So Braga. Here's Leon King again. Forward again there for the Rangers. Clearing it away. 5 minutes to go in this one, guys. Still 2-0. Come United looking to try and get something back in this match. That's cleared. And they gloat until next week. No worries, Falcon Hoof. Take it easy, my man. Rambo gets the man of the match, apparently. Ball in over the top yet again now here for King. Just hits it forward. What's the score in that Newcastle game? Oh, it's just literally kicked off 12 minutes ago. From a neutral perspective, do you kind of want City to lose? That'd be bonkers if they lost. Has the game been a close one? No, it's not. It's been very dominant. Just, do you know what? It's had a pre-season friendly to it. It really has. Dundee United even playing for anything. It just feels like they've not done anything in this match. If I'm being perfectly honest. I mean, they're still playing for stuff as well. They're pretty much in there in Europe, to be fair. They've got the bigger goal difference. So they might get that 4th place. Or 5th place. They've pretty much got the European spot, but it's not confirmed by any means. It's Celtic next during the week. And I think they got Ross County, Dundee United. Yeah, Ross County away at Dingwall. So yeah, plenty to play for in that game. Ball forward yet again now for United. Mate, it really does have a pre-season friendly to it, this game. Honestly. Here's Goldson. McGregor. Do you think Calvin Bassey has found the best position at centre-back? I still think he's better at left-back, but he's good at both. He's a very good utility player. I'd be surprised if he's a Rangers player next season. I think he'll go for big bucks. 22-year-old, 25 mil minimum. Rangers can afford to charge more for their players because of the Europa League run. As much as you don't want to hear that one. Yeah, team to play. I have a weird feeling that Dortmund might come in for Ryan Kent. I have no idea. There's no facts in this whatsoever, but I just have a weird feeling that they might. Ryan Kent might get picked out by Dortmund. That would be mental. Bonkers. Here's Lowry. Cleared away again. Goes back out for another throw-in. Now here's Lowry again. Here's Lowry's opportunity. Back through to Diallo. Now here to Devine. And cleared away there again by Dundee United. I think Sands. Big James Sands doesn't even care, man. I keep forgetting James Sands joined in January. He's got another year next season as well, isn't he, at Rangers? Got here. What time was the penalty at? I think it was sometime in the second half. That's cleared away out for a goal kick, and that will probably be that for Rangers. Next up for them is Ross County on Wednesday, I think. I think it's Wednesday or Friday or Tuesday or one of the two. I'll have a little gander at that bad boy. Tuesday. Yeah, Celtic playing at 7:30 and Rangers playing at 7:45. There you go. Wednesday there. 2 games. And Saturday, Hearts v Rangers, and that's the league over. Wow. Just like that, by Saturday, the league's finished. Celtic v Motherwell, that'll be the title coronation next Saturday. And that'll be us that'll be us till next season. Jesus. 1 week away. Wow, I mean, Rangers have got a couple of finals to go to yet, but in terms of the league campaign, it's gone quick. It's gone so quick. My goodness me, 1 week away and it's done. Now it's all going to be transfer news after that. As of the 21st of May, as of the 22nd, all done. No more games to be played. I'm hoping I can maybe rinse Rangers Europa League win if they can do that content for a bit. Whereas May and June's going to be quite quiet. Here come the Jazz again now down this left-hand side. Opportunity again to Sands. Get confirmation of how much stoppage time we're getting. I don't think we're getting any, to be perfectly honest. McGregor. Two minutes has been added on. 30 seconds left. Devine again. Well, it worked out well, to be fair, then, at the end. Here's Lowry. Now it's the panic time of the season and players start to transfer. I think we'll see some players leave both Celtic and... That's not so much Celtic. I don't think people will leave Celtic. I think we'll see players leave Rangers. Although, have a little look at turn. If Rangers win the Europa League, look at Kent, look at Goldson, and look at all those other players sign new contracts. Goldson will not want to be going to West Bromwich Albion and missing out on Champions League if Rangers were to win it. Watch it. If Rangers win the Europa League, watch all those players sign new long-term contracts. Kent, Goldson... Just because they would want to be playing. Would you rather be playing for West Brom or in a European Super Cup final than playing in the Champions League? Imagine that. West Bromwich Albion. Jesus Christ. Just as well he's not done a pre-contract or anything like that. Gonna go with some. Imagine if he had already got that bit done and dusted. Oh, it'd be brutal. Here's Kamara. Rangers now moving forward. Diallo. Now down that right-hand side again now here for Devine. Oh, it's a chance to kill it off now. There were 3, and that's it, I think. There, guys. It is full time. Thank you so much for tuning in this Saturday afternoon. The game is done and dusted. Sunday afternoon, sorry. Jesus, I'm mixed up with the days here. Sunday afternoon. I'll see you all next time. I'll be back live for a double on Wednesday. Rangers v Ross County and Celtic versus... Dundee United versus Celtic at Tannadice. As Celtic will be coronated champions, but not champions yet. The Scottish champions have won today. Rangers 2, Dundee United 0. For the last time, I can say that for the rest of the season. Rangers, the Scottish champions, win today 2-0. Take care, look after yourselves, and I'll see you all